Yo, what's up, guys? Nandra here. Sorry if my voice is a little bit low. I I was watching anime for 7 hours with my friends, just laughing, having a good time. I think I made like episode 18, 19 before I finally crashed, so pretty unfortunate, but you know, it happens. Anyway, so I had Dragon Dailies, and this is just gonna be a quick game. Sorry. Okay, so this game is gonna be versus Haven, and Haven is one of those matches where I really like Polyrora, just because if you get it done early enough, Haven as controlled, like they have no means to deal with Polyphonic Roar. No one is gonna be playing Odin right now unless you're like Dragon. Even in Dragon it sucks, and just it's a really good win con. So I keep the Oracle, I go and toss back the other two. Bahamut has almost no value versus Haven, just because Haven has so many amulets right now. Sorry, they have so many amulets and so many creatures right now with like last word effects that like prevent you from playing the Bahamut successfully. Because usually when you play the Bahamut, you just want to play the Bahamut and have that be the end of the story. However, versus Haven, sometimes you can play the Bahamut and not one, but sometimes two things will be on the board after the fact. And you usually don't want to have to automatically evo your Bahamut, because that feels bad. Additionally, you might not have an evo left to do that, so it's pretty scary. But I do get the nut draw here. I'm going second, which is the only unfortunate thing. But I do have Oracle and then Fervor to go ahead and ramp up to 7. Also, the Dragon Summoner on top of that in order to try to see Sybil. So this is one of those hands that you want to try to get whenever you're playing ramp. He is playing Elana's, so now I have to deviate my game plan a little bit. I've never actually gone toe to toe with Elana, with just the poly. However, I'm pretty sure I have to blow up the poly first, I have to blow up the Elana's first before I can play poly, which is perfectly fine, because he is probably going to be Elana Aegis, which again is slightly not fine, because it does put me on a timer for exactly how much time I have to do all of these things, which is, you know, ramp to 10, play Bahamut, then the turn after play poly. However, it's still certainly doable that I can do that, because I already have triple ramp in my hand. So I get the Sybil off the Dragon Summoner. This is perfectly fine. I just can temp out all my dudes. And here, he plays that Rabbit Healer, realizes that it's going to die, and then also plays out Monastic Holy Water. So this way, I now have to double trade. What I could have done is I could just pinged it with Dragon Summoner, and then evoed Lyriel, and then cleared it that way. But I don't mind giving him both my dudes for free, because I got the Fervor. Next turn I'm playing Sybil. The turn after that I'm not sure what I'm playing, but he does play Martyr here, but he doesn't evolve. Now, him not evolving is a bit of a mistake, because if I wanted to just clear that off with Breathless Salamander, I could. However, I'm just gonna go ahead and clear it off with Sybil. Additionally, the other reason why it's a misplay, we'll see in a second. So if he had evoed it, I would have had one more attack, and I would have made it so Iron Maiden automatically killed it, instead of Iron Maiden leaving it alive at 1. The fact that it's alive at 1 puts him in a very awkward position, because now if I tempt out some dudes, he has to Themis. It doesn't matter if my dudes are low value, he has to Themis, because he cannot afford for this Iron Maiden to miss, and for the Sybil to stay alive. And if he uses a Themis on that, I am perfectly fine. I also draw my third Bahamut, so this is nice. So I just go ahead and temp out some dudes. He's gonna play Themis here, that's fine. I'm gonna Bahamut after he Themises. I'm gonna evo into March here, and then where we go from there, I don't know. So I have to give him the Evo here, because if I don't, and he plays Tribunal, I'm going to eat 8 damage for no reason. And I want to stay as full as possible, because if he is Aegis, I want to make his clock to kill me 3 turns. Well, at least 2 to 3 turns. Whereas if he evos me, if he evos and does that, then plays Aegis, I only have one turn because he can easily be playing Grimnir, and Grimnir plus Aegis unevolved is 12 damage. So he plays up second Iron Maiden. I don't think Iron Maiden is good. I know a lot of people are trying to play it to counter spawn, but again, I don't think it's good just because it only does relevant things in the spawn matchup, and even then, the majority of the time, the spawn player can play around it because spawn makes so many tokens and whatnot that they have like so many tokens and so many like high HP creatures that I just that like survive the Iron Maiden, that like if you don't somehow like kill the minion on top of that, in the next turns, such like for example with Themis or something like that, then you didn't really do anything. You just kind of like wasted 4 mana to just kind of like ping them twice and not kill them. But anyway, I'm not taking any chances, so I'm just gonna Bahamut over this. The other good thing about this Bahamut is that even if he wants to develop his Aegis, he can't. So he gets Themis here. That's fine. But this turn I have to go in. The reason why I have to go in is because I'm slowly running out of things to do. I've also forced him to use double Themis. However, I don't want to just play out the poly by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go big. I'm going to go ahead and use Dread Sea Queen. So Dread Sea Queen, target Israfil, target Poly, play both of them. So right now I have 17 damage on board, 19 with an Evo. So if he doesn't have a Themis here, he's gonna die. If he does have a Themis here, I'm gonna start getting Windblast Dragons. When I start getting Windblast Dragons, there's nothing else he can do. He doesn't have a Themis because he's already used 2, and then he tries to defend himself, but that's not good. He also drew last, by the way. But yeah, so I just have Grimnir here. Let's go and take a look here. So I didn't actually do anything to him like all game, and now suddenly I have. Legitimately, if he hadn't played the Nowzy there, I would have just OTK'd him because that would have been 28 damage because Israfil represents 12. Queen of the Dread Sea is 7, so that puts me at 19. The Windblast Dragon makes her 24, and then Grimnir makes her 28. So legitimately, the Nowzy is the only thing keeping him alive. And even then, it's just barely keeping him alive. Like, additionally, it does drop him down to 5 HP. So even if he has third Themis here, which he does, it doesn't matter because he needs to have a ward as well, or he needs to heal in order to not be dead to Windblast Dragon. Or sorry, he needs to heal twice, but he only heals once, and I still have an Evo point. And then for added insult to injury, I top deck the second Polyroar, so it's like, oh, well, rip you. But yeah, like. The important part of this game was one, him being forced to use that first Themis because he didn't give me the pre-evolve. I'm pretty sure because he held on to the pre-evolve that he was most likely Aegis. However, I think 100% if you knew that you were going to Iron Maiden, which I'm pretty sure he did because I'm pretty sure that was in his hand the entire time because I wasn't playing creatures, that you should have just pre-evoed. Pre-evos right now in the metagame are very, very important because like. There are some things that can run all over you if you don't pre-evo. For example, a really good example of this is actually Dragon versus Haven. Sometimes going second, what you want to do as Dragon is if Haven doesn't have a board, you want on turn 4 going second, you want to go ahead and play out your Ayla and just pre-evolve it. The evolve in the Ayla is an investment. And it means that your Haven opponent can't just cudgel it anymore. That you're going to most likely get the ramp, or they're gonna have to go out of their way in order to clear it. Another good example of pre-evolving is the March Herald, like I already said, and then sometimes versus Blood. Right now, it's a good idea to pre-evolve because most times, if you don't pre-evolve, they're gonna BKB you, or they're gonna Scarlet Sabur you and then ping you off or whatever. However, if you pre-evolve, they most likely have to trade and evolve back into you, and this is what you want, just because like if you're in a simplified game state, as long as you're playing better than your opponent and your opponent doesn't rip anything too like ridiculous off the top, you can win. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This was a pretty shorter video than some of my other videos, I think. But yeah, it was just one of the better games I had, showing the value of poly. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.